am Kimberly A, certified career coach, image consultant, peer support, community advocate. I am also an award-winning 2-time best-selling author. I'm the CEO and founder of New Vision Foundation for Life, as well as the Show Up Queen Entrepreneur Academy. And I am the co-owner of New Vision Television and JHD Production. And I am here at Willie's Equia in Durham, North Carolina, downtown Durham, North Carolina. And this is part of season 3 of The Woman I Am Today. We are filming the Walk a Mile in My Shoes docuseries. And I have some amazing women here with me that are going to introduce themselves and tell you a little bit about the woman they are today. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Adia. Thank you, Lori. Thank you, Kimberly. I love these women in real life. Like, they have been a very, very vital part of my healing process. And I love y'all.
We love you too.
And I feel like...
Pace yourself.
Breathe. I feel like actually showing up and being here today, I feel like my grandmother and my aunt and my dad, I feel like they're smiling. What is going on with my eyes?
They're speaking.
Yes, Lord. My aunt is always like, oh, my eyes are sweating. So, yeah. It's, a lot of people know about my business, you know, my organization and stuff that I do in the community, but I hardly ever talk about my own mental health issues or diagnoses or challenges. I don't talk about my invisible disabilities. I was diagnosed with 3 autoimmune diagnoses, which it affects my life daily, and I don't look like what I've been through. The pain that I feel, it doesn't show on my face. It doesn't show to the public. You can't see it just by looking at me.
To shuffle through life and dance for others, and we never really come into the fullness, the full authority, the full authentic version of who we're supposed to be. I realized that sometimes you don't know the ingredients that's in a thing until you break it apart, until you taste it, until you can taste all of the cinnamon and the nutmeg, and then you know what you're made of. And so it wasn't until this, I mean, I thought I was bad, but Lord, and when some adversity came, you know, and you're standing there at the side of the gravesite, and the Holy Spirit said to me, this will not kill you. And I didn't have a map to how I was going to get from point A to point B. I didn't know how I was going to...
Let me ask you a question. What do you do for your mental health and self-care? Well, what do you do?
Wow, that's a big question. Over the past year, for my mental health, well, first and foremost is my relationship with God. It's like I always cry out to God. But in the midst of my grief, I realized I needed an actual therapist. I needed a life coach. And I needed some medication. That's what, all of those things combined, of course, coupled with my great friendships, my family, but I needed all of those things. because I did not feel like me. I could sit and have a conversation with a person and still be like, I don't even know who I am or what I'm saying. I didn't feel like me. I'm not seeing the therapist anymore, and I'm not using the medication anymore. But I'm still working. I'm still a work in process. I'm still seeking God constantly, and I'm taking the steps that I need to get back to being me. Because I introduced my business as a Joyful Living Life Coach, and there are people who don't even know my real name. They call me Joyful Kim.
So I wanted to get your final thoughts on this event, Life Women's History Month, Entrepreneurship.
I just think that we should do more of this. I think that women have to be strategic in building each other up, and you have to be strategic in nurturing your circle. And the more women entrepreneurs that you have in your life, the more encouragement that you'll get, the more ideas that you'll get. So I think that this year for my business and what I'm doing for Perfecting Her Craft, it will included in those plans are strategic meetings with women, with like-minded women.
She just said it all. It's like, because we have to put a circle of people around us that don't look like us, that don't do the same thing. And some of them may be doing the same thing, but they don't do it in the same way. So to have that input, to spur that creativity, because I have all these, I'm not a creative person. I have all these images in my mind about what something, but I'm not the person who can actually institute that. I can tell you my vision. You don't have to bring it to life, because what I bring to life don't look like that, what I saw. But this field makes me feel inspired to do it again. Thank you.
Okay, good Lord.
So I agree with what both of these ladies said. I also think that every month is Women's History Month, right? Every month is about women. I do believe that women are the foundation. I believe that we have much more work to do to build up our young women as well as older women to help mold the foundation just a little bit more, because we have been the foundation of history, right? And that goes alongside how we pour into our men, which is, right, where you come into play, how we pour into ourselves. But I mean, we are powerful. We need to remember that the power that we have, and we need to remember that it's the power for good. And starting with youth is the perfect place to begin.
Yep, and to piggyback off of that, it was like, we stand on the shoulders of giants from history, our grandmothers, our great-grandmothers, our great-aunts, our aunties, all of that. But some women today, they're missing that. So I would encourage us, now I don't have any family, I'm a loner. I don't know a whole lot of people. But for when we're getting together, that we invite a young woman who may not have these perspectives. And because we have to pour.
And you continue to put energy out that you may not realize that you put out into the environment, that is encouraging more women to open up, right? I feel like these are necessary because, again, a lot of us are opening up where we have not been in the past. Mm-hmm. And the same way a woman can build something, we can also tear it apart. Right. So it's important. This is important.
Oh, Lord, just continue showing up, Queen. Show up for yourself, show up for your business, show up for your marriage, your community. And this has been great. I will continue showing up for me and my community and my sisters. And I thank you guys for showing up for me. It does mean a lot, and I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
All right. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Now, ma'am, you came to me in a dream the other night.